Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from jazzledazzlecraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I work in Scotland. And today I have come on to share this card from the Prized Peony stamp set and die set. So the die set is the wrong one. So I've got Peony dies, that will be the right one, not Playful Alphabet. So I've come on to make this card from scratch. So if you've come in, please say hello and keep me company while I craft. So I'm going to do this, I'm going to repeat this card, or very similar to this card. It's a classic composition. It's a classic way to make a square card, is to some background stamping and then a wee feature. And in this one I have cut out with dies. I'm using the layer and ovals dies for this one, this bit, and then I'm going to cut the flowers and leaves out with the die set that goes with the Prized Peonies. So, nobody going to say hello to me? Oh, there are people watching. Hi Lynn, how are you? I hope you're a bit more awake now. I can't believe that you stayed for my live on Facebook this morning at that ungodly hour. Right. So I'm actually just going to pretty much make this card from scratch all over again and show you what I did. Hello Alison. Bonjour. Hi Ruth. In you come. So as I say, so I'm just, hi Coralie. Have you just ordered it? It's simply beautiful. Simply beautiful. The paper's gorgeous too, everything that goes with it. But just for the moment, I'm just going to use the stamp set and the die set, one ink pad. Hi Christine, in you come. Hello Elsie. One ink pad and some blends. Blends, Elsie, I'm using blends. So I put that to the side. I need my stamp and my dies very soon. I'll need this black card for making the little frame there, but I'll explain that when I'm doing it. I'm just going to repeat this card, Halsey. Just going to do another one similar to this, but this time I'm going to use, probably going to use Magenta Madness, because that colour is just simply gorgeous. Did you have another sleep, Lynn? Oh, that's good. Hi, Hilary. Well, I've just had a wee coffee and a wee rest, and I was watching Slim and Stylish, whose name is Halsey, and I was watching you do your, well, your title said 6 cards. You did 5 cards. Hey, I didn't quite get that, but hey, that's fine. So anyway, let's just get going on this. So to make a square, excuse my coffee cup stain here. To make a square card from scratch, this is by far not the only way, but this is my way. So I take my full A4 sheet, and bear in mind that it's UK A4. Yours will be different. You'll have to work out your own. I know that was so funny, but hey, that was good because it made me pay attention. Right, okay, so I take that to 14.5 centimetres, and I take that off, and I will maybe need that later. Then I turn it, this is the lazy way, because I don't have a lot of room on my desk and I don't like opening the arm of my trimmer. And maybe if I pulled my trimmer down a bit and you saw the top of it, that would be more useful to you. So I take it to 14.5, and I score it like that. Then I fold it, and I folded it squint, so let's just get it straight. Oh, Janice, pardon me, that doesn't happen off screen, I promise. It needs to be straight or the whole thing won't work. It'll look awful. Right, that's straight or straight enough. And then I put the fold at 14 and a half and I cut, which leaves me with a 14 and a half centimetre square card. And then I want another layer, and because I want this to be quite sturdy, I don't know why, but I do, I'm going to just cut this with the thick Whisper White as well, and I'm going to cut a square of 14. As I say, this is just my way. There's lots of other ways. You've been crafting too, and who'd I missed? Oh, hi Cindy, hi Jenny, and I think I said hello to you, Hilary. If I haven't said hello to you, I don't know, comment again and tell me I'm rude. I'm crafting, so I will miss people. So I've cut that square slightly smaller than the square there, and I'm going to cut this down a wee bit as well. It's a bit of a card that went wrong, so just cutting that to, it's out of my scrap box. Just going to cut a 10 centimetre square from this. Obviously wouldn't want to take a full sheet, so I'm just doing this for the inner part of my little frame that I made. Well, it's nice. I've said hello to you twice, Hilary, so that's quite good. Right, so is that all the trimming I need to do? Yes. So then I stamped. Hi Gina, in you come. It's a bit of Thursday afternoon crafting. Been quite busy because I did my Facebook Live cup and cards this morning, and now I'm doing, so I was using the boho product medley. If you haven't seen that, you need to go over to my Jazzle Dazzle business page and see the live will still be there. Oh my goodness, that sweet is fabulous. The product medley is just gorgeous. Right, I need Memento Tuxedo Black. I need my stamp set. And I am just using this middle size. So this has got 3 peony images. It's got this beautiful one here with a bud on it. It's got this little teeny weeny one. And it's got a medium sized flower, and it's the medium sized flower that I'm using. Now where do you think I might have put all my blocks? Because I had a lot of them out earlier on. And now I don't. I must be the most disorganised person that comes on YouTube that you've ever seen. Right, I might need to get my blocks out and... my block pack had slipped on the floor away out of my way. Right, I have another of these blocks somewhere on my desk, but it's definitely hiding from me. Right, so all I'm going to do here is randomly, no, I'm not going to random because I don't do random. I'll have some kind of pattern, even though I try not to. So hey, this is a felt pad, so you have to make sure that there's enough ink on each time. So, oops. So I'm just going to kind of just stamp all over it. The last time I did it in different directions, but this time I think I would actually quite like it so that the flowers are all facing the same way. Well, not facing the same way, but facing upwards. That was my phone telling me that I'm live on YouTube. That was helpful of it, wasn't it? I'm not too happy with that bit, but I'm not going to change it now. I didn't intend them to be overlapped, but it doesn't matter. I'll just, so I can take it. It's not going to, no, we'll just leave it as is. It's fine. So that's that stamped all over, and then on a scrap, I need 2 individual flowers. And to be honest, when I was doing this one, I did stamp some leaves. So there's 2 different leaves. One's got a wee curl there and one's got a pointy bit there. So I'll just use them up if you don't mind. So I want to do this twice on here because I'm going to die cut these ones out. 1. And 2. I think that's all my inking, apart from when I come to do the sentiment, but I'll do that once I've cut out the card. So yeah, I don't use baby wipes. I use most of the time I use this chamois. It's needing a wee squeeze out. So you just dampen it. It's just because I've been using it this morning. You just dampen it and squeeze it out, and then you can clean. I've got one of those stamp cleaner things, but I never use it now because it takes up too much space. I do take it to class when I was going out to class, but these chamois are handy. So there, they don't look pretty, but they work. See, they clean it off with a bit of water. You can either leave that to dry or you can dab it with a microfiber cloth. That's just because my chamois is a bit on the wet side, but you can, if you give it a good squeeze out, saying it cleans it fine. Yeah, the chamois worth every penny. It's the best thing ever. As I say, it's not pretty once you've used it a few times, but it's fine. And look what I've done. Stuck the dies underneath the box. This is just one of these wee takeaway boxes. And just ideal. I keep that open on my desk so that if I forget to rinse them out and dry them off, it doesn't matter. They're not going to go mouldy or in here, because they'll just air dry. Right, so that's that. So what I've chosen from my layering ovals dies, we have loads of them and we've got scalloped, and so what I've chosen is a scallop die that's slightly smaller than the oval that I've chosen to fit my sentiment. So I'm going to cut that out of the black one, so we'll just stick it on there so that we pop that through the big shot. So that's ready to go through, and then on this one, kind of just chose it slightly, sort of in the middle but to the right. And I'm going to put, I've got some washi tape here that's kind of not got much tack on it because I don't want this to stick to the card, but it just stops it slipping when it's going through. But I don't want it to be too tacky because I don't want it to tear my card when I'm popping it through. So that's that ready to go through the die cutting machine, and then I need the leaf dies and my peony. Oops, they're moving. Right, so this has got dies in it to make 3D peony flowers as well, which a few people have already put out. Yeah, you can put it in a stamps case as well, Randy, and that's handy. But I just chose to do this because then when I put it out for class, the ladies can. Hi Tammy, and you come. You are amongst friends, my dear. Right, so yeah, which is good because I'm blending again. So I'm going to have a go at making the flower, and I'll let you know once I've worked out what all the other dyes do. But for the moment I'm just using three of the outline ones, 2 leaves and and the flower one. So let's just pop this. I have to turn it around till it fits. So you're putting the edge of the die quite close to the outline, and again, see if I've got some of this previously used washi tape, because as I say, it's not so tacky, although it's not so important when it's going to the outside of the flower. It's just that my Big Shot is very old and I don't have a magnetic platform for it. So there, I'm just going to, I've actually got, I think I only used 3 leaves and I've got 1 coloured in there, so I'll just keep that. No point in trying to do something you've already done. A bit more washi tape here. And if you want to just take a bit of the tack off your washi tape, just put it on your jumper or jeans a couple of times. It just takes some of the tack off. Just making sure it's lined up. And then I'm going to pop them all through my Big Shot. So I'll bring it in, but it's bulky, it's a pain in the neck. Most of you who've seen in the new catalogue will see that we do have new die cutting machines coming, and I am pretty well excited about that, because there's a mini die cutter and I reckon that will be very handy for on my desk and won't shake the camera nearly as much. And I'm looking forward to getting that here. Let's see, now these plates, because this is ancient, the plates are ancient and I'm not replacing them because I'm saving my pennies for the new machines. So what I'm going to do is just put an extra piece of paper over the top of that. Because the plates are so old, they seem to mark a bit, so I find I can stop that just by putting a piece of copy paper or scrap paper through. So here we go. I'm only winding this back because it's easier than me stretching under the camera. So that's my peony rose. Let me, and the leaves. But let's get this off here and get the other flower. I just decided to, rather than prep, I would just do everything from scratch, so it does take a wee bit longer, but I do have a lot of beginner crafters watching now, so it's good to do the whole process to let people see. So again, I'm just lining it up. Use a bit of washi tape to stop it from wandering. I should be able to also get this one in this time as well. Just make sure everything's got plenty of space and that there'll be no overlap. Then pop that in and that in. So anyone else excited for the new machines, especially the mini one? Did everybody give me a thumbs up while you're in? Who did the thumbs up on their way in? Right, so that's the flower out. That's my inner bit. What else have I still got to do just to cut this and the leaves, I think. And the leaves can go there. And pop this right over. Not so concerned if the leaves have texture on them, but I don't want my card top spoiled, so let's go. And I believe that's us. Can get a bit boring, but it's done. Yay. Oh, Christine, thanks for your thumbs up. And thanks for your lovely message yesterday, Christine. And anyone else who's watching who's recently sent me cards and congratulations and all sorts of, oh gosh, I've had all sorts of lovely messages. I do appreciate that. And I've stuck my, that's it. Okay, so let's just carefully get everything, get rid of the masking tape, just very, very carefully when you're taking it off. Not like when you weak a plaster off, don't do that because, or a band-aid as some people call them. This you need to be careful because if it starts to peel the paper you can stop and then move the other way. Right, that's that. Take that one out. Oh no, if you've got another machine, that's fine. But my Big Shot is really old now. So I'm happy to get new ones. It's more the mini one for on my desk. Because I think like the wee mini guillotine that we were all able to have earlier in the year, and people who signed up through celebration got, that's that. But and then the leaves. Just want to make sure I've got the dies off and put away because dies seem to stick to things and then you don't know where they are. So there we go. Whoops, a daisy. Right, where did I put my die packet? There we go. As long as they get popped in here, they'll still be there when I want to play with them. As I say, there's dies there to make 3D flowers and I'm excited to have a go. But, you know, I can't do everything at once, so... Hello, Marion, you come from Southwest Minnesota. Fabulous, fabulous. People come, it's so amazing, this community, that people can, you know, we can talk to people from all over the world. Right, so the idea here is that little frame is just given a bit of an accent there. All right, Randy, yeah. I actually have a Craftwell cut and emboss electric machine as well, which if I'm doing bulk things, and it's A4, so it does for big things too. So that's going like that. So what I need to do is just put some wet glue on here so that it can slide as it goes, so that I can get it right in place. So let's do this first. I'm not going too close to the aperture, but I want it stuck to the card. Hello, Esther. Yeah, so I come to distract you from your dinner. Yay. I kind of know what I'm doing for tea tonight, so I could afford to come on and have a bit of craft time before the hubby comes home from work, and then he goes straight out for a, well, not straight out, but he has some food and heads out for a run. I've got a bit of sticky on here which I'm not too happy about. Didn't do that when I did the first one. Right, so that's then going on to the base card with a bit of dimensional. Now what I did use to put this on, and I've got some of it left here, is we have new craft foam sheets. Let's see if it's sitting here. So they come in a pack of foam adhesive sheets. They're just like the what do we call it, dimensionals, but it's just a blank sheet. So you can cut it to whatever shape you want. So I thought it was quite handy for something like this, that I want it to hold its shape and I want to have it raised slightly. Not if I'm doing it that way. Right. So what I did was, and obviously we've got two levels here, so I wanted to kind of compensate for that as well. So I just cut some bits. Whoops. You're still on your morning. Well, it's not really what we'd call dinner time here, it's tea time here. Posh people don't eat dinner till 8 o'clock in the evening. The rest of us actually usually eat our dinner at tea time with the children, because we don't do that, feed the children tea time and then eat ourselves later, although some people do. Yeah, you guys are still on your morning, that's fine. Lunchtime over the east of America. Are you Eastern Seaboard, Randy? No, New Jersey, not quite Seaboard. It depends on your generation as well, Esther. Okay, so let's just take this lot off and see what happens. Basically, this is the hardest bit of the card, is getting... Yeah, it's peony. We're using the peonies. The medium-sized flower. In case if you didn't see the beginning, Esther, this is where we're going. This is where we're headed. Yeah, it's so beautiful. You do need to have it. I'll let you have a quick squinty at something else I've been playing with it. A kind of a one-sheet wonders using up a scrap. Look, how pretty is that? Oh, I think you should buy it, Esther, definitely. This is, I'll probably come on and do that, repeat this with you. Right, if we're taking off, yeah, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put a bit of wet glue on top of these foam sticky ones, because I want this to look square and lined up. But this, as you can see, that's a lot quicker than lots of little dimensionals when I wanted a good sturdy hold here. So to turn that over, and then just so that it's great. It's quite difficult for me to do on camera, because normally I would have my head right over the top. So there's the basic card that I came up with. That I made this very late last night when I was watching Artful Stamping and Ruth of Artful Stamping, but it was quite late on and I was very tired. So I'm just going to use I'm going to go with my new Magenta Madness, and I do have, but I don't know where they are. There they are, Just Jade. And I don't know what other colour would look nice against the Magenta Madness. I don't know if a purple would work in there. Why not? I like a bit of mixed media, Lynn. I like get all messy and try different textures and different levels. And yep. This is more of almost like a clean and simple. So basically to do the leaves all the same, I don't want to spend hours colouring in, but once you've cut your bits out, I just take the dark of the colour. As I've said many a time, there are other people that have done some great tutorials on colouring with your blends. Basically, I'm going with Stampin' Up's Artist and just taking the darker of the Just Jade over the top, over the sort of shaded areas, and then I'm just working my light one over the top. As I always say, as my excuse for poor colouring skills, is I'm just trying to get some colour in there. Oh, Gina, are they sore? What have you been up to that I've given you sore arms? Yeah, these blends are just delicious. I love them. I love them, love them. Right, again, we'll try the Highland Heather. I wish they would do, but they haven't yet. I really want some gorgeous great blends, but they haven't. But we have got some Melon Mambo ones, so I think they're in my next box, which has shipped. My monthly kit workshop order for some of my customers went in, and I sneaked on some Melon Mambo blends for myself. And I might have sneaked in a couple of other bits and pieces when nobody was looking. Well, you do. But most of the order that's been shipped yesterday is for my kit ladies. So I'm just taking, again, just using the artist's guide. They've put some dark bits, so I'm just roughly taking the dark bit there. You cut up a 50-foot spruce tree. Oh, Gina, you make me exhausted with the things you get up to. And then I've absolutely forgot a yellow, so I'm just reaching for whatever I can reach here without getting up. Dark Mango Melody, that will do the job for in the middle here. Nothing groundbreaking here. Yellow middle on my flower. Then I'm just taking the light of the Highland Heather, and I'm basically just in circular motions going over the whole lot, and the alcohol will mix the two colours and blend them. You can spend hours going over if you want to. To me, I just want to make another card once I've done this, so I'm not, although some nights I will sit and I will really take time over colouring, but it's not. I did plenty colouring when I was a wee girl, so it is relaxing, I'll have to say. But you know, you could take each petal and meticulously go for it. But see what I mean? It will blend a bit, but you're still getting that light, you sort of dark and light look about it. Yeah, cutting down trees, that's really, to me, that's a professional job. But do you know what, I think, Gina, you're a professional in the garden and yard area. You seem to work so hard. Yeah, Gina, yeah. And then we'll do this with the Magenta Madness. This colour is mad, but it's hypnotising me. I feel I've got to use it. Oh gosh. So again, just very, very quickly. Do you know, I'm not taking too much time, but see when it's done, I don't think. I'll say every mark was put there with deliberation and thought. The total of my garden work today was to change the bird food. We'll add more bird food. Always me. And I'll put a bit more Tide my clematis up a wee bit. Or clematis as a lot of people call it. Right, that's me with the dark magenta madness. And now with the light. The light one is like almost neon. Could be a highlighter. But look, it's doing the job. Just blending them together by, whoops. I mean, then you could go in with what they call the colour lifter, the highlighter, and add in some light. As you see, I'm just getting colour on. But that's the great thing about these blends. They're so very forgiving. And that's me, really. So let's put these to the side. And we've done. Oh, I forgot to do that. Did nobody shout at me to tell me? I think we'll just do the same sentiment because it fitted that hole nicely. Oh, hi Sheila, in you come. We're close to being finished, but you can always have a look back later. So I did think I was finished stamping, but I'm not. I need to stamp in there, and I should really have done it before, but I think I'll get away with it if I'm careful. Do I want it up that way? And I want it towards this side of the oval. Thanks, Gina. It's my magic colouring skills. Okay, so where are my normal dimensionals? Anyone know? Do I know? Would you have thought to put them ready before you start crafting? Normal people would. Nope. Yes, I did. I put them there right beside my iPad. Oh, am I a nightmare or what? I bet some of you are just waiting, sitting there waiting to see how far into the video I get before I lose something. But you know what, I'm going to add another wee thing here. I think I can anyway. Where is it? Bear with me. Yeah. I just got the other week there, these shimmer paints. So I'm going to get the champagne mist. I know you can spray them, but I discovered on another project that will be coming soon, just to pop them on a sponge. Just tip that up. No, not as much as that. Scrape it back in the bottle. And I think I've used the wrong sponge, so let me just check. Yeah, I've used the wrong sponge, so let's cancel that. There's the sponge. I'm going to go in my bag and get a clean one because I don't want to add colour on these beautiful flowers, but what I wanted to do was add a bit of sparkle. So I've got some bits of cut up sponge in this bag. Do you think I've got enough? So I just chop them up and then I put them through the washing machine. They're stained, but they use. Yeah, I was going to put it in a mister, but I just discovered that this is quite quick and easy. Just obviously just want a tiny bit on your sponge and just dab it. Let's do the same on the leaves. Just use up what's left. So it's almost like if you do it that way with the sponge, it's almost like well, my words are not coming today. Wink of Stella, which is another favourite tool of mine, but I only treated myself to these just the other week, and that I used some yesterday doing another wee practice run for another card, and I hadn't put the lid on the memento. How silly was that? Right, so then just, of course, this will probably need to dry, but put your, I didn't want to try doing it on this card because I don't particularly want to be putting, yeah, on the sponge is beautiful, isn't it? It's just adding that wee bit of sparkle. Right, so just be careful how you handle it because it probably is a bit wet. So I just put dimensionals in the middle of the flower. It's a bit wet, but we can get, you know, we can get around that, that's okay. I knew if I tried to sponge it on the card, I'd probably end up with it all over the card then. Right, and then this one, I'm just going to slide that underneath there a wee bit. Hey, I like the Highland Heather with the, against the Magenta Madness. And then, again, just see if we can get a one dimensional, just fits on the fat part of that leaf. I'm just going to pop that one in there, and then see, I discovered these things Randy because I was too lazy to go and find my mister thing. I was just engrossed in what I was doing. So again, and I'm just going to tuck these two leaves in here. And we're done. And we've added a bit of sparkle. So there's what I started off with, and I like that one. But again, it's a bit dull now, isn't it? So let's add, that's drying. It does dry fairly quickly. Again, we'll just get a wee bit on. I love my sponges. Oh, right, okay, to the edges. What, with ink or with this? So we're just brightening this one up now as well with a bit of sparkle. There you go. Okay, so there we go. You tell me which one you like the best. Rococo Rose and Flirty Flamingo, or Magenta Madness with Highland Heather. I'm a bit pleased too. So thanks very much for coming and keeping me company, ladies, while I was crafting. Totally appreciate your support. And we'll see you soon. I'm sure I'll be back another day soon. There's so much, but the next thing I want to try is making the 3D flower from the dies. So there is someone that's already done it, so I'm going to watch their video and then do it. I've also got another challenge to do, a Retiform card for a wee challenge group that I'm in, so I may come back later to do that. Yeah, I kind of love them both as well. I love Rococo Rose and I've always loved Flirty Flamingo. Anyway, if you're in the east, have a good night's sleep if you're not already sleeping. And if you're in the west, enjoy the rest of your day. And if you're in the UK and Europe, have a lovely evening. Thank you very much for coming in and supporting me. Please make sure you've left me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And if you press the bell icon, you'll get notified when I'm coming back again. Had a fabulous day crafting. If you're interested in having a look at things to do with the boho product medley, I did a Facebook Live this morning. Oh, hi Donnie, I'm just finishing, but you can have a wee look on replay. I'm just letting you know that I did boho medley this morning on Facebook Live on my Jazzle Dazzle Facebook business page. If you're on Facebook, have a look at that. Anyway, thanks so much. I'm definitely going because now I'm rambling. See you later. Bye bye.